to come. We're joined now first on CNBC by Dave Gitlin, Chairman and CEO of Carrier. Dave, thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Morgan. Thanks for having me.
I do want to dig into earnings, but first I do want to get your reaction to President Biden last night. I realize there's a lot of moving parts and a lot that has yet to be revealed in the lawmaking process. But how are you thinking about and approaching possible changes to the corporate tax code?
You know, look, the one thing that we don't want to see happen is put American companies at a competitive disadvantage, either to companies that have inverted overseas or to companies that are headquartered or domiciled overseas. We've invested significant amounts in growth. We said that we were going to invest $300 million over 3 years. If you look at our R&D spend, it was $400 million in 2019. It's going to be $475 million this year. We're investing in American jobs. We're investing in growth. What we can't have happen is have American companies at a competitive disadvantage through the tax code, which is exactly what's going to happen if some of these tax proposals were to go through.
Let's dig into that just a little bit more, the fact that you're investing in American jobs. I mean, I think back to the last administration, to President Trump. Your company was in focus around jobs in Indiana. For example, there was obviously a big push by that administration to not only bring more manufacturing jobs back to the U.S., but just in general create more manufacturing and more manufacturing jobs here. We heard similar commentary from the president last night, albeit maybe a different approach. What would it take? What is it taking for you to create more jobs here stateside?
Growth. You know, we're seeing, we had said that we'd have 1,100 jobs in Indiana. We have 1,700 jobs. We need to add about another 300 to 400 jobs in Collierville, Tennessee. We cannot hire fast enough. You know, we saw in our first quarter, sales were up 20% year over year. In fact, they were up 6% over the first quarter of 2019. If we keep investing in growth, driving outsized growth, there's going to be help wanted signs on all of our doors across the United States. We just need to keep driving innovation, keep driving growth, and good things will happen for American jobs. It's not through the tax code. We need a competitive tax code. What we need to do is perform, deliver results for our customers, keep innovating, keep introducing new products, and the jobs will come.
All right, let's talk about earnings. HVAC definitely powering results on the residential side in particular. Again, in terms of growth, economic growth or recovery, both here stateside and also abroad, what are you seeing? And are things like commercial HVAC, refrigeration, fire and security beginning to power back up again in a more meaningful way?
Yeah, growth is just really across our entire portfolio. It's very encouraging. It's not only in the United States, but it's really global. You mentioned residential HVAC in North America was up 50% year over year. Our applied business for large commercial HVAC was up in the mid-teen range. Our transport refrigeration was up more than 20% year over year. So, and what's really encouraging is that orders continue to be very strong. Orders were up more than 30% in the first quarter. Now, clearly, China was very strong. China orders were up more than 100%. Easy compare, but we continue to see strength in China. But it's nice to see order trends really gaining traction in Europe, where they were up in the mid-teens. And then North America orders were up more than 40%. So when you see an index like the manufacturing PMI in the United States be at the highest level, 65, highest levels we've seen in 3 decades, there's a lot of liquidity. There's a lot of pent-up demand. And what I mentioned the last time that I was on your show, I appreciate you having me back, was that I was more worried about keeping up with the demand than the demand itself. And we're really encouraged by a lot of the macro trends we're seeing globally.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.